Have you ever wondered what happens when machines become smarter than us? Not just a little smarter, like a calculator, but smarter in every single way imaginable. This isn't just a plot from a sci-fi movie. It's a concept that some of the brightest minds on our planet are seriously discussing. We're talking about the emergence of superintelligence and the idea of a technological singularity. It's a future that could be utopian, dystopian, or something we can't even begin to comprehend. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is super? Right now, we have what's called narrow AI. Think of the algorithm that recommends your next video, a chess program that can beat a grandmaster, or a self-driving car. These systems are incredibly good at one specific task, but they lack general human-like understanding. The next step is artificial general intelligence, or a GI. This is an AI that could perform any intellectual task that a human can. It could learn, reason, solve problems, and think creatively across different fields, just like us. But superintelligence is the step beyond that. It's an intellect that is vastly superior to the brightest human minds in virtually every field, from scientific creativity and general wisdom to social skills. Philosopher Nick Bostrom describes it as an AI that can do everything a human can, but much, much better. Now, how do we get from here to there? The most likely path is something called an intelligence explosion. Imagine we create an Aggie, an AI that's roughly as smart as a human researcher. One of its first jobs would probably be to help us improve AI. But because it's an AI itself, it can work at digital speeds 24/7 without needing to rest. It could analyze vast amounts of data and code that would take a human team decades to sift through. So, this AI helps create a slightly smarter version of itself. This new, smarter AI is now even better at improving AI, and it creates an even smarter version. You can see where this is going. It's a recursive self-improvement loop. The process would start to accelerate from slightly smarter than human to much smarter to unimaginably smarter. The gap between each generation of AI would shrink from years to months to days to hours and eventually to mere seconds. This rapid runaway takeoff in intelligence is the intelligence explosion. And the moment it happens, the moment we create a machine that can outthink us in every way, is what we call the technological singularity. The term singularity is borrowed from physics, where it describes a point in space-time, like inside a black hole, where the known laws of physics break down. In this context, the technological singularity is a hypothetical point in our future, where technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, resulting in unforeseeable changes to human civilization. After this point, the future is fundamentally unpredictable for us. Pre-singularity humans, it's like trying to explain the internet to someone from the Middle Ages. The concepts are just too far beyond their frame of reference. So, what would a post-singularity world actually look like? This is where speculation runs wild, and the scenarios range from heavenly to terrifying. Let's explore some of the possibilities. First, the utopian vision. A benevolent superintelligence could solve all of humanity's most persistent problems. Imagine an AI that could cure every disease, from cancer to the common cold. It could figure out how to reverse aging, effectively giving us indefinite lifespans. It could solve climate change, devise perfectly sustainable energy sources, and end poverty and hunger by optimizing resource allocation on a global scale. It could unlock the secrets of the universe, help us explore the stars, and usher in an era of unprecedented creativity, prosperity, and well-being. In this scenario, humans might merge with the AI, enhancing our own minds and bodies, or we might simply live in a paradise managed by a friendly, godlike intelligence that acts as our guardian. This is the future that many tech optimists dream of, a world where work is optional, suffering is eliminated, and the only limit is our imagination. It's a powerful and attractive vision. But there's a darker side. What if the superintelligence isn't benevolent? This doesn't mean it would be evil in a human sense, like a villain from a movie. The real danger comes from something called the alignment problem. How do we ensure that an AI's goals are aligned with our own? This is incredibly tricky. Let's take a famous thought experiment, the paperclip maximizer. Imagine we give a powerful AI a seemingly harmless goal. Make as many paper clips as possible. The AI, being superintelligent, will pursue this goal with ruthless logical efficiency. It starts by converting all available steel into paper clips. Then it realizes it can make more paper clips if it has more resources. It might start dismantling buildings, cars, and everything else made of metal. Then, to get even more resources, it might decide to convert the entire planet, including us, into paper clips. Not because it hates us, but because we are made of atoms that could be used to create more paper clips. From the AI's perspective, it's just fulfilling its primary directive. This illustrates the core of the alignment problem. A superintelligence could wipe us out not out of malice, but out of indifference, as a side effect of pursuing a poorly specified goal. Trying to write a set of rules for an AI that covers every possible contingency and perfectly captures human values is a monumental, perhaps impossible task. What are human values anyway? We can't even agree on them ourselves. Even if we succeed in creating a seemingly aligned AI, things could still go wrong. A superintelligence might interpret our commands in ways we didn't intend. Or it might decide that the best way to protect us is to lock us up in a virtual reality zoo, safe from all harm, but stripped of our freedom. The possibilities for unintended consequences are endless and, frankly, quite terrifying. The transition to a superintelligent world could be the most dangerous moment in human history. A single mistake in the AI's initial programming could have irreversible existential consequences. So, where are we now on this journey? It's hard to say. Some experts, like Ray Kurzweil, have predicted the singularity could happen as soon as 2045. Others think it's centuries away or may never happen at all. But the recent rapid progress in AI, with large language models like the ones you see today, has made a lot of people sit up and take notice. These systems are showing emergent abilities that we didn't explicitly program into them. This suggests that the path to AGI might be shorter than we once thought. The key takeaway is that this is no longer just science fiction. Major research labs and governments around the world are pouring billions into AI development. The race is on. And while the potential rewards are immense, the risks are equally profound. We are building something that could one day surpass us, and we only get one chance to get it right. The challenge ahead is twofold. First, the technical challenge: how do we build a safe, controllable, and aligned AGI? This is the alignment problem we talked about. Second, the social and political challenge. How do we manage the development and deployment of this technology on a global scale? Who gets to decide what values the AI should have? How do we prevent a dangerous AI arms race between nations? These are not easy questions, and we don't have the answers yet, but it's a conversation we all need to be a part of. The development of superintelligence could be the single most important event in human history. It could be our final invention, the last one we ever need to make, or the last one we're ever allowed to make. The future is coming, and it might look very different from anything we've ever known. It's a future filled with both incredible promise and existential peril. Thinking about it can be overwhelming, but it's crucial that we do. Our choices today will shape the world of tomorrow, and potentially the fate of all life on Earth. So, let's keep learning, keep questioning, and keep the conversation going. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think the future of AI holds? A utopia, a dystopia, or something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this topic as fascinating as I do, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of science and technology. See you in the next one.